Hello. Let's get started with a starter card using the power of surrender. This deck is created by Judith Orloff. Surrender your desire to control people. I think I've seen this before. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. The message of control. If we have a desire to control people, it's not only people, right? It's just about control. In general, being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. So that makes me think, yes, it comes from a deeper cause. When we feel like we need to control other people and also every single aspect of our lives, it's a matter of trust, but also going deeper. It comes from a place where at a significant point in our lives, we felt unsafe. And so this urge to control comes from a place of fear, right? The fear of losing control and trying to compensate or overcompensate for this feeling of fear and loss of control by controlling. So ultimately, it is about fear caused by a traumatic event or a culmination of traumas that made us feel unsafe, untaken care of, that made us lose faith and trust. And let's go really deep here. Making us lose faith and trust in a higher power, in the divine, that we had been forsaken by the divine. There's a deep wounding here. And it's interesting how on this spiritual path, there's so much guidance on surrendering to trust, and why it can be such a challenge for many of us. Because of past experiences, past traumas. So releasing, surrendering, control to what we perceive as an external force, but spirit is within us. We are spirit in form. Well, now that makes me think of the belief in separation. That goes into it as well, I guess. The belief in separation, that we are separate from the divine. The fear that we have been separated from the divine. So this makes me think about sabotage, self-sabotage. The word sabotage is mentioned here. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. Making me think of self-sabotage. Again, returning to fear. My God, it goes so deep. So this message, to surrender your desire to control people, but essentially just surrender control is the message I'm getting. Basically, Spirit wants us to trust, to learn to trust. That is one of the most powerful lessons that we can learn here on the earthly plane, to trust. To trust that we are not alone, that we have not been abandoned, and that we are indeed one with Source, that we are Source in form, all of creation, that we are not separate, we are interconnected, individuated forms, individuated expressions, expressing at different levels of vibration. Everything is Source, but the logical mind can't conceive of that because it just looks at the surface of things, doesn't see beyond the obvious. Well, it seems obvious to the egoic mind, but the egoic mind doesn't look deeper. We are here to learn to surrender, we are here to learn to surrender, to release, to trust, to break the cycle, leading to a more trusting, love-based world. And in order for that to happen, that is why so many people in the collective are now going within, healing, learning to release and surrender. Healing ourselves and becoming the change that we want to see in the world. And the more we do that, the more we learn to surrender and trust in the divine, in our own divinity. What we see out in the world will reflect what is within. Trust, honesty, unconditional love, acceptance. Truth. Turtle, number 2. Yeah, and looking at planet Earth, yeah. We are contributing to the healing of the world. Looking at the turtle, it may seem like things are progressing at a turtle's pace, right? Well, there's that saying, good things come to those who wait, and what's the saying about the turtle? Something wins the race or something? Okay, now I'm curious. Oh, the saying, it's slow and steady wins the race, right? Slow and steady. That's the one I was thinking of, I believe. Yeah. The phrase slow and steady wins the race emphasizes that consistent, patient effort often leads to success rather than rushing towards a goal. Meaning of the phrase, the idiom suggests that taking a methodical and persistent approach, even if it seems slow, is more effective than hastily trying to achieve something. It serves as a reminder that consistency and perseverance, yeah, that's the turtle, all right, can yield better results than speed alone. This principle is particularly relevant in various contexts, such as personal development, education, and business, where long-term success is often built on steady progress rather than quick wins. And the origin. The phrase originates from Aesop's fable, the tortoise and the hare. In the story, the slow-moving tortoise wins a race against the fast but overconfident hare, who takes a nap during the race, believing he has plenty of time to win. The fable illustrates the moral that steady effort and determination can triumph over natural talent and speed when the latter is accompanied by complacency. Okay. So this makes me think, okay, turtle and truth. The truth is being revealed. The truth is unfolding. The bigger picture is unfolding. There is a divine plan. And more is revealed, little by little, as the vibration of the earth rises. We need to be able to handle vibrationally new information, more light. And there is already more light in the world at this time. And it's going to continue. And that is a good sign. Consciousness on planet Earth is increasing. More people are demanding honesty, truthfulness. And it starts with us, right? Turning within and getting honest, brutally, radically honest with ourselves first. As within, so without. The outer world will reflect the inner world. Mm. 31, Two-Spirit, balance. Balance is being restored. despite appearances to the contrary, despite what the fear-based mind may think. Balance is being restored. 31 reduces to a 4. Firm foundations. 15:15 when I looked up at the clock. Firm foundations. Stability is being restored. Makes me think of the Tower card. Whatever is false must fall. And this is what is happening now on planet Earth. We are rebuilding from within. Getting stable. Building a firm spiritual structure within. Learning to love ourselves, accept ourselves. The more love energy that we feel, there will be less of a desire to control other people or to control in general. There will be less of an urge to interfere. To live and let live. Trusting that there is a divine plan and that everything is, in fact, despite appearances, leveling out, being balanced, masculine and feminine energies. The feminine energy is awakening on the earth. I just saw 1717. Balancing out the imbalance that's been happening for so long. The power struggles. There is more love in the world now. And like I said, it's going to continue. The light cannot be contained. Love cannot be contained. Now I'm looking at the word spirit and to spirit. Yeah. The strength of the human spirit and our true selves, our souls, are being liberated. Well, this took a turn from the starter card. Just going with it. I'm surrendering, man. Surrendering. Yes, this is a very transformative time. I am looking at the snake here, shedding old skins, shedding fear-based energies. Making room for the new. Making room for the new earth. Allowing for the new to be manifest. (17), and I saw 1717 earlier on the clock. 17 is a star card in the tarot. Heart, sacred fire, passion, yes. Passion is awakening within you. It makes me think of determination as well. Yes. Heart sacred fire. There is an inner fire that's awakening within you. And this makes me think, heart sacred fire. Did I mention the word determination? It makes me think that you have a strong sense of justice. You have a fire in your belly. Okay, now that makes me think that you are a rebel. You are a rebel. You are not a follower. You may have in the past. I'm sure many of us, if not all of us, if we're completely honest, can relate to being a follower, just going along to get along so that we don't stand out, due to a fear of being ostracized, right? But this is not your concern anymore. You're standing in your power, your sovereignty. Your soul no longer will allow you to live a life that feels limited. It is here to expand, to be free. Arms outstretched in freedom. Yep, and you are not meant to be contained. You know this. Yeah. Your soul, your true self, will not allow you to play at being small. That's not your true self. That is not your true essence. You are meant to rise, yes. You are meant to shine. Thinking of the star card, looking at the number 17. $38, star people, universal knowledge. And there's a fire here. Okay, there's a fire here. And the word heart, sacred fire. Yep, passion. Passion is burning within you. You're feeling more motivated. Universal knowledge makes me think of sacred knowledge. Gaining knowledge and wisdom from all sorts of sources. That makes me think that you are open-minded. And seeing all these, are these moons or planets? I don't know. But it just makes me think of, and these are star people. So you're open-minded. It makes me think of unconditional love. And what I said earlier, what is it? Live and let live, right? Acceptance. Interconnectedness. Unity consciousness. We are all in this together. There is a higher purpose. We don't have to understand everything. The truth unfolds in time, in divine timing. But there's an inner knowing within you that there is a grander plan. And it's glorious. The future is bright despite appearances. That doesn't mean that you don't get scared. We are all human. We are having a human experience. And yes, at times we're going to just revert back. We fluctuate, right? Our vibrations fluctuate. And we may get caught up in fear-based habits, thinking patterns. But you're better able now to pull back and be more of the neutral observer, taking a higher perspective, pulling back and seeing the bigger picture. Okay, it's already 25 minutes, so let's just go to Tarot. Okay, so that was a curveball. The starter card, surrender your desire to control people. Oh. And then talking about the new earth. Okay. All right. There may be a message there for someone. So, yeah. I'm surrendering, trusting. All right. Eight of Pentacles, hard work, dedication, skill, talent. That makes me think of the Passion card here. You're getting creative. Developing, mastering skills and talents. Beautiful. Holding the vision. Ships coming in. Hint, hint. Three of Wands. Looking to the future with optimism. Holding the vision, yes. And that makes me think of what I detoured into during this message about the new earth. Holding the vision. Of the new earth. A more loving earth. And I'm looking at we see his back here. Same with this image here. Oh, and also these two people here, their backs are turned. That makes me think, okay, yeah. There's a certain mystery to the unfolding of your life, which is related to the unfolding of what's happening on planet Earth. But as it says here, holding the vision, yes. So the message is, hold on to your vision. All those synchronicities that you are noticing, and you're likely noticing an increased number of synchronicities. The more your awareness grows, your consciousness increases, the more synchronicities you'll notice, not only in the form of noticing number synchronicities. You notice the divine order of things in a multitude of ways, only solidifying for you just how divinely orchestrated that there is a divine order to things. And that's part of your universal knowledge, your inner knowing, your understanding of universal knowledge. Even if you may not know through books, and maybe you do a lot of research on your own, on sacred knowledge, read sacred texts, consume spiritual content, metaphysical teachings, maybe also even related to quantum theory. I lost my train of thought, so we're going to continue. So you're likely in hermit mode or spending a lot of time in solitude, gaining spiritual wisdom and strength, a lot of resilience. The hermit, retreat, meditation, inner light. And during this time of spending in solitude, yes, one of the things that you've learned to do is to surrender control, to trust your inner knowing, and to continue holding on to the vision of a beautiful life for you and the world. It's all interconnected, right? As within, so without. Oh, okay. Okay, 9 of Swords. Worry, overthinking, self-doubt. Yep. It's gonna happen. It happens. That's the truth. That's the truth. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Look at the rainbow colors there, right? It's all part of the human experience. Nine of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, critique, group work. You may be feeling a sense of loneliness, having spent so much time in hermit mode, which is not to say that you don't enjoy your solitude. But we are social beings, right? We need each other. We are interconnected. More, please. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. Dissatisfaction, boredom, withdrawal. Yes, it can get quite boring in hermit mode at times, right? Not 100% of the time. As humans, we're not 100% anything. You are feeling more enthusiastic. But we're fluctuating, right? We fluctuate. And we also have the Magician, power, magic, ritual, manifestation. You may be also feeling anxious over the timing of your manifestations showing up. Looking back at the turtle. Yep, okay. We already got the message of balance here. And now we have temperance, harmony, moderation, right action. Energies are being balanced. Within you and without, out in the world, despite appearances, balance is being restored. There you go. Okay. We have the world. Worldly success, achievement, triumph. Did I say heal the world earlier? I think I did when I saw the planet here. Healing the world. Healing the world by healing yourself. Okay. Let's close off. Maybe. Is there a concluding message? Page of Pentacles? I guess not. All right. Your manifestations are coming. Just remain grounded. Get creative. Wow, a number of... Okay, this is confirmation. We already saw the Three of Pentacles. And now we have it again. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot Pocket Edition. Three of Pentacles. You will not be in hermit mode indefinitely. You do have help in the physical realm coming as well. Not just spirit, your spirit team, your angels. Yes, you're going through a deep transformation. 13, death and rebirth. Yes, rebirth. And I'm looking at this. There's an infinity symbol between death and rebirth. And there was an infinity symbol on the Magician card above his head. Makes me think of interconnectivity, interconnectedness. As within, so without. Okay. So keep holding on to the vision, because you also have forward momentum, okay? We have the turtle, and now we have two horses. This is the Chariot card. And now I'm looking at the two horses here, white and black, making me think of balance, right? Balanced energies, masculine and feminine energies. I may have mentioned that earlier. I'm thinking of the yin-yang symbol. Yeah. Balance is being restored and forward momentum. Get ready for it. Because I'm filming this in late January. Did I mention this already? I'm not sure. I don't remember everything that I say. So we're closing out the year of the wood snake, a very transformative year, even leading up to 2025. And yeah, shedding old skins, old patterns, heading into the year of the fire horse, which begins February 17, 2026. If it feels slow now, like I said, get ready. All right. I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, harmonious journey. Take care.